Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglich, aka Sag, and we're here yet again for our fourth Fantastic Friday podcast. This is going to be a little bit of a different scenario here. I have with me, as always, my co-host, Mr. Lokito94. Say something for him, bud.
Hello, just woke up.
Yeah, same here, guys. And again, apologize in advance. Still fighting this damn cold. But also, we have two special guests with us here today. We have Cyber Spartan.
Howdy.
Yeah, so we're going with Cyber Spartan. He's got many names, so. But
Just call me Jesus.
and also we have old clammate Azumius.
What's up, guys?
All right, this is basically since we have a huge in the gaming world. There's going to be a huge event next week. E3, as we all know, starts on Wednesday, I believe, and it's going to go till Friday. But we're basically going to talk about our predictions, what we kind of see coming up, and just overall like what we're excited about in this podcast. And just to start off with it, let's just jump in it. As we all know, E3 is basically the entertainment gaming world. The three main components of gaming. Usually it's Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo. But this year we should basically call it E4 because PC has its own side for this conference. So gonna have to see how that really turns out. But we're just going to jump into the topics, and first up is the Xbox side, and give you a rundown of the exclusive games just for Xbox that we know of right now. Halo 5 Guardians, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Forza 6, Gears of War, possibly a remake, and a new one is rumored, Crackdown 3, and Scalebound. And we did have one person. I don't know. Azumius, do you have a Xbox One?
Nah, dude.
Okay, we did have one person on the panel that had an Xbox 360. No, Xbox One.
Yeah, I just sold mine on Saturday.
Okay, well, we had one person on the panel who had an Xbox One, but he got rid of it. So he obviously has found out what the better system. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not starting console wars now. It's but what did you play any of the? Did you play any Halo or Gears of War since it was an Xbox exclusive, or?
There's no Gears of War Xbox One yet, but I did play. I got the Halo edition of the Xbox One, so I did get the Halo on it, but I just didn't play a lot of it.
Just not a fan, or?
I mean, I'm a big fan of it, just not the multiplayer. Multiplayer is very repetitive.
Yeah, I guess it.
Too repetitive.
Would you? Are you like? So you're more into the story than anything?
Yes.
What do you think about Halo 5? Were you hyped, or?
I honestly could really care less when I heard it was coming out. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I know a lot of the Halo fanboys were like freaking out for a while. What about you, Lokito? I mean, you typically like good stories. What do you think about it? Do you have any thoughts?
I haven't played Halo since Halo 3. So, yeah. Yep, I liked it. Multiplayer, kind of on cyber side, wasn't for me.
What about you, Azumi? Were you a big Halo fan back in the day, or?
A while ago I played Halo 2. And then, I got a PS3 and PS2. I've just been on Call of Duty ever since. So.
Okay. Well, we got some Call of Duty fanboys and some PlayStation 4 fanboys, but hey, it is what it is, and we got to cover all the topics. Forza 6. Anybody in the racing games?
Me.
I love racing games, but they've been falling flat lately.
Okay.
Forza is practically the only good racing game out there, and it's only for an Xbox. So when I got Forza 5 for the Xbox One, the game was amazing, but they could have done a little bit more with it.
Yeah, I foresee Forza 6 doing really well as far as like the racing game goes. They are, like you said, basically the one true concept in racing.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do foresee happening with Forza 6, and I've seen it slowly get bigger and bigger every year, is the microtransactions.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that Forza 6 is literally going to be just like bukus and bukus of microtransactions that you can make.
If there's anything that I think Forza 6 needs to make sure that they're going to increase and make better than Forza 5 or Horizon, is the career mode on it. Because practically you just like have a name, you get a car, and then you race. That's it. There's no sort of building up to it at all. Building up your car, of course, but I'd like to see more of a storyline behind the career.
Okay.
Have any of you guys played NBA 2K, those games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now I think when it comes to all these games with my players and my careers and whatever it is, I think 2K should really be the template for that, because with the cutscenes they're doing and stuff like that, it's making it for an immersive experience. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Most definitely. Because if you make some kind of choice in NBA 2K, eventually it's going to affect something in the long run.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of racing games, they're coming out with a Need for Speed reboot this year.
Need for Speed Underground, or
no? They don't really have a subtitle yet. They're just a reboot.
They better have El Nino.
It better be underground.
They got a trailer out. It's pretty tight.
Well, I'm not really one for racing games, which is why I'm letting you guys take this one for Forza. But
I suppose one of the conferences should show it off.
Yeah. Was it EA? I think it is.
Yeah.
So I think EA is gonna.
I hope they show it off.
We'll get to it later, but I think EA is gonna have a good year. We talked about this last week in our last podcast. The remake of possibly Gears of War, and it's not double confirmed, but everyone's hinting at it. There's going to be at least the HD remastered version of the first 3, I think.
Money grab.
But yeah, basically another Gears of War reboot, and maybe a new one, but not. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of reboot series. It is what it is, but yeah, I'm not really going to talk much about Gears of War, because if you guys haven't played it, it's a pretty cool game. It's got a decent story to it. It basically set the tone for
Hero cry.
I mean, it's a really good story, and it set the tone for third-person shooters. What was done right, but as far as like a reboot of the series, I'm not a huge fan. But with that being said, I mean, hey, who knows what they can do well on it?
Well, I plan on getting an Xbox One soon, so yeah, I have to check it out.
For me, with games like this, and it did amazing in its prime. It had a lot of loyal fans, but I think at a certain point, a company just needs to realize, just leave it on a good note. There doesn't need to be a Gears of War.
Yeah, but I mean, we can see what it does. I mean, there for a while it was rumored if fans put enough names on a petition, they might have to seriously inquire about making a reboot. I mean, there for a while it was Modern Warfare 2 they were talking about rebooting just because of a petition. So I don't know. Certain things have like big like.
I mean, if I was Microsoft if I were them, I would just make a remake because people want it clearly, but. See how that one does, like if it doesn't meet their expectations, there's no need to make another one because the fans aren't there.
Yeah. Next two games, I mean, I'm just gonna mention Crackdown 3. Didn't play either of the Crackdowns. Basically heard that instead of following the story, people would just run around and grab the orbs and just basically have like a GTA like version on the streets of just random things. And then Scalebound, I've been hearing a couple of things. Like I've just heard about it the other day, so I'm not really going to speak on it. It's just on
you
the
Scalebound, right?
Do what now?
Just Scalebound, right?
Yeah.
That game looks crazy.
What is
from the trailer I saw?
What is it? I haven't even seen the trailer.
Okay, the trailer is like this guy with some Beats by Dre headphones, kinda, and I guess they take him into a alternate world, and they show him fighting a dragon, I guess. And yeah, I'm not sure how the game's gonna work, but that's what I've seen from the trailer.
Okay,
that's pretty sick.
All right, dragons.
Hence the name Scalebound.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll just have to see how it does on the.
They're probably going to show that at the Xbox One, or say the Microsoft panel.
Yeah. Yeah, first day. Next up is going to be a huge topic for us since we all are PS4 guys. I got a little bit of a list here, just for the PS4 exclusives. We have Uncharted 4, No Man's Sky, Until Dawn, Batman Arkham Knight, and Gran Turismo 6. And I know Lokito, he has been a fan of the Uncharted series. So, Lokito, any high hopes for Uncharted 4?
Well, yeah, I played the last one and blew my expectations out the water. Like wow. I wasn't expecting it to be that good and that, cinematic. It was like some games, they're like, what's it called? The Order. It was a cinematic game, but it really didn't feel interactive. But as with Uncharted, it felt very interactive. I felt like I was in I was in a movie myself, just to perform my own stunts, and it was very adventurous. So yes, I got very high hopes for Uncharted 4.
I mean, we saw a little bit of it last year, correct?
Yeah, I got like a little 15-minute gameplay. It got delayed by a year, almost. So we won't see it until next year. But I know for a fact they will show some more footage of it at the PS4 conference.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Sony conference.
I'm excited to see what they changed about it.
Honestly, I'm perfectly fine. Like, I've also played through all the games. Now I'm perfectly fine with them taking another year on it if they're going to make the graphics better and the gameplay better.
Yeah.
Because Uncharted is an amazing game. Honestly, they can just, have the same plot line and everything to 2 and 3, but if they just have, better graphics to it and then, some new parkour spots, I'm good, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they better, don't mess up on Uncharted. What's it? Who's the developer? Naughty Dog?
Yep, Naughty Dog.
Yeah, they better not come out with a ashy game.
Came out with The Last of Us. So if it's anything close to The Last of Us, then okay. We'll get it.
They've continued to blow out our expectations as gamers, just in general with their games, Naughty Dog. They're good at what they do.
They talking about they're going to add some elements from The Last of Us to Uncharted. That's going to be interesting to see.
Well, I mean, it's the same actor.
Because I'll have to go soon here.
That's
But I
okay.
recommend on one of the things that you're going to talk about, you haven't even brought up anything about Bethesda because they just released Fallout 4,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
as well
Yeah.
as rumor of the new Elder Scrolls game.
All right. Well, we'll take a second here. We'll break the chain. I know
Who's played Fallout?
I was about to
before?
say I know Cyber's a huge Fallout fan.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never played it before.
Yeah.
It's great.
You talking to someone who doesn't know anything. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about Fallout, like the series in general, and then what you want in the Fallout 4 game.
Definitely not New Vegas kind of Fallout because New Vegas was too short and it sucked and I didn't even want to finish it. Loquito said he's never played it. Fallout 3 was, by far the best Fallout. There's only, I want to say there's only 4 out so far.
Mhm.
But Fallout 3 is by far the best. You know, you start off in a nuclear tunnel that you can't get out of, and your father gets out, and then you go out searching for your father, and throughout that time, you know, you go up against things that were affected in the nuclear explosions. You get radiation, all kinds of that. Can't really go into the water. All kinds
It's
of
an
weird
open world.
open world game. It's amazing. Right now, it's actually on sale. I think on Steam for like $10. So they got a killer deal on it. But it's open world. You practically do side missions, shit like that. I can't really explain it.
Well, Bethesda. Well, they're gonna show some more footage at E3 for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the trailer for it, the trailer just looks amazing. It looks like, where was it gonna be set in? Like somewhere around like Boston, maybe.
Yep.
I don't.
In Boston, Fenway Park has its own town inside it, and yeah. So I mean, Bethesda. Bethesda puts out a lot of good games.
Oh, they're one of the leading game industries.
Yeah, especially right now. I mean, The Evil Within, it gets overlooked, but it was a really good game. I know they put out Wolfenstein.
Mm.
They're killing it with those franchises, and I mean Fallout 4. There's always been a huge following with Fallout. I personally just have not played it. Haven't really put any interest in it, but that's not to say that that's not a good game and it's not worth playing. I just personally have not put any time or money towards that series, so I might have to go back and look into it. But
What's next on your list?
Next on the list would be No Man's Sky. And
yeah. I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm actually gonna buy that game.
It would just because of the graphics, or
No, not the graphics. Exploration.
okay.
I've never heard of it.
It was shown last year, but basically it was one of those big like exploration games. Basically, what I see it as the developer just showing it's made to show off exactly what the PlayStation can do. Meaning that there's different terrains, different universes, different planets.
That you can explore too.
yeah.
Like go to planet to planet. I think you create your own planet too.
Yeah, it's just a huge open world exploration kind of deal. You're driving like some kind of spaceship and just seeing like what all is out there.
It's interesting. I might get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a indie game. So yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah,
What else?
we got Until Dawn, and actually I gotta give it to Loquito. He first showed this to me last year, I believe.
Yep.
And it's made by the same people who made Heavy Rain, and
I don't think. I think it's a different studio.
Well, it's maybe not made
You
by the
would
same
think so,
people.
though.
It's made similar to the games like that, like basically decision based games, to where whatever your decision is, it affects the whole story. Main characters can die off depending on what you choose, and that's why I like it.
Yeah, and in the TV spot, it hints that they showed this butterfly, and I guess it hints that it can go a lot of ways. So yeah, when you buy it, you'll have your money's worth.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, I mean the main character is Hayden Panettiere, so
Ooh,
yeah,
good
yeah.
name, Hayden. That's a good name.
yeah, she is a very very nice lady. I know personally.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What else you got?
Next up, I know Lokito's drooling at the mouth for Batman Arkham Knight.
Bam! It gets extended, delayed again.
Yeah, just about 2 weeks, but it's all good. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna show anymore at E3. But yeah, of course, PlayStation we get a little more exclusive than Xbox. But yeah, 6/23. I can't wait.
Zumius, are you interested in the Batman or?
I'm interested in it, man. But I think as soon as I get paid, I'll be pre-ordering just so many games. I'm just gonna go to GameStop and go on a spree, honestly. But Batman is definitely on my list there. That game, it's gonna have a huge open world concept to it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited about that. Have you guys ever seen the Dark Knight movies?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, obviously. But have you been to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania before?
Why? What's up?
Because that's where Batman was like filmed, right? So when you go there, it's almost like being in Gotham City. It's really cool, actually. But I want that kind of aspect. Like I can just like walk around the city that I've like, because Batman is such like a big person in comic books. So I think being able to walk around that will be really cool.
Well said. And the Batmobile. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Turn up.
It's basically like Twisted Metal meets Batman now.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit up.
Last but not least, Gran Turismo. Not really much to say. Gran
Never
Turismo.
played it, ever.
It's been around since PlayStation 1. It's basically the PlayStation's version of Forza. It's not executed as well as Forza, but it does. It at least with Gran Turismo, it gives you a little something. I'm not big on racing games myself, but that's not to say like there's not enough people playing Gran Turismo to not put out another game. What I will say real quick is between Xbox One and PlayStation 4, as far as like the console wars goes, in the past 2 years, PlayStation really just knocked it out of the water as far as
domination.
Yeah, as far as sales, as far as even the conferences go. Like PlayStation had so much more exclusives, so much more things to bring out to the audience than Xbox One. And it seems to me that this year Xbox One's gonna take the console wars.
Yeah, they're gonna turn it around, definitely.
Yeah, because Xbox has a whole lot of exclusives they haven't even let out on. They're
gonna have more games this fall than the PlayStation this year.
Yeah, and the fact is that they're bringing out a new version of the Xbox One with a 1 terabyte hard drive. The controller's being configured to where it should have done in the first place, but it'll have a jack that fits all of the normal size headphones.
A universal port.
Yeah, instead of the
jack, I mean.
This is the original headset. Stupid.
You have to buy the add-on to plug in a regular headset, I think it was. But
And digging on pockets. Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, the Kinect hasn't really been utilized. I would like to see what exactly the Kinect can do. But yeah, I think that Xbox One is going to have that many more exclusives. That much more, because PlayStation, basically, I've listed all the exclusives they're going to have. They're they're talking about a lot of third-party games are going to be coming in and putting their hat into the PlayStation side. And not to make this a Call of Duty discussion, but it looks like Black Ops 3 might be hinting at turning to the PlayStation side and actually giving
supposedly. I hope it doesn't. I hope they don't. PlayStation gets it a month before Xbox. I hope they just stop doing that. Just let everybody get it at the same time.
No. It's our turn, Lokito.
It's also be back on last gen.
What was that?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's gonna also be on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're giving it to another studio to make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, please don't lower the scale.
Lower the scale of graphics on it so that the last gen can handle it. I might not get it.
No, come on, it's Black Ops though.
Yeah, Ops, but they're not gonna give it the full potential that it can have.
Well, it's a different studio making it, so
I think they should come out with a delayed opening for the last gen. Just basically a slap to the face. Like, no offense, I understand that money's tight in a lot of places, but I mean, yeah, it's PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I mean, if you're gonna game, do it right. So,
some people are just not upgrading because they keep releasing the games for the PS3 and 360. So
yeah, that's true.
So our logic is, what's the point of buying next gen if it keeps coming to, or should I say current gen, if it's not coming to the last gen? So.
Yeah.
What are your guys' current thoughts about the game for what's been announced? Are you excited for it, or are you worried about it?
Which game?
For Black Ops 3.
I'm actually excited about it. Some people don't like Advanced Warfare because of the exosuits. I actually like the exosuits. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I mean, I like them, but at the same time, I do think that a lot was hurt as far as putting the main focus on guns, like the gun battles and stuff. The thing that I like most about Treyarch's Online, they make three running lanes, and it's evident throughout every map that's on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. And the fact is that if you get those chokeholds on each map, the other team has nothing to do except for be spawn killed. And what I liked about Black Ops 2 is the fact is I'm a huge domination player, especially all I play. And the fact is, if you get that upper hand, it's hard for the other team to come out and you can annihilate them or just make them leave. But I'm, to be honest with you, I mean, multiplayer is great, and that's going to be a big aspect of what I play, but I really want to see about zombies. I mean,
they should show it.
Well, I don't think they're going to show it at E3, but because Vonda Hart's the biggest troll out there.
But, he is.
But the fact is, I don't know how you guys feel, but I love zombies. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Do you love zombies now, and when the apocalypse happens, you're gonna fucking hate them?
Oh no, I'll kiss them on the lips.
Whoa, what?
Wait, what?
That's for death.
No.
Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of zombies. I can't get into it.
I like zombies, just not the Advanced Warfare.
Well, we're not talking about. Okay, we're not talking about exo zombies, and we're not talking about Transit, because I gotta say I hated Transit. What we're talking like
Kino and Gaga.
Yo, Kino was amazing, dude. I love Black Ops Zombies, dude.
Ascension.
Black Ops Zombies is by far the best zombies there is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ascension and Kino were like where it was at, and I played zombies even at World at War. So, I mean, it was different, but I actually want to pop in World at War and go like way back when.
Dang.
Yeah.
For me, like, I can only play zombies if I'm playing it with friends, honestly.
I can play it. I like to do solo runs, but I mean that's like you guys know.
Solo runs are fun.
Yeah, and I mean Rob and I. That's how we connected. Like we played literally from like 10 o'clock at night one night to like 1 on like a Thursday, and this was back when he was in college. And we were on round 40, and we were just like, "That's it. We just got to go. Like we can't keep playing this all night." So that's like that's probably one of my most memorable nights, just sitting there talking to
So
him.
you got to level 40?
Oh yeah, we had a guy who was basically it was on Ascension, and where the first lanyard is, we had 3 guys sitting at that window. One guy running a train, and 2 guys from the window shooting outside in the train, and one guy protecting the window. So we would all take turns on where we would sit. But guys, if you want high rounds, that's where it's at.
Well, I'm looking forward to Black Ops 3 because of the cybernetics. You know,
Ooh.
I just love stuff like that.
Yeah, I do want to see what they do. And last I'm going to talk about it, but the announcement of Marshawn Lynch being one of the protagonists in the story. And I got to say, I'm a huge Marshawn Lynch fan. I love his interviews, so I can only imagine what his interaction is going to be on the game. Like, I don't know if you guys are...
love Marshawn Lynch, but Rob would fuck. That's like Rob's favorite guy.
He's hilarious. I love his interview style. Like, he gets fined every week, but it's
He doesn't give a shit.
yeah, he's just like, yeah, what, yeah, and I'm like, yes. So I really, and supposedly he's a big Call of Duty fan.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
So I want to see how he actually does as far as like an interactive role. I mean, for all the crap that Advanced Warfare gets, Kevin Spacey did a huge job in the storyline.
Like always.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin Spacey, he's a great actor. He's heard so many good things about him, and the fact is that he's able to not only divulge himself in the movies, but like in a game and take on that character is awesome.
I don't care what nobody say. He's my favorite Lex Luthor.
He's a pretty good one. Which one was he on? He was on the Superman.
Superman Return.
Yeah, Returns. Yeah. Yeah.
For you guys, is that the direction that the Call of Duty storylines are headed in, where it's just going to be like guest stars and like big people that come on from Call of Duty?
Well, they have Activision is like $1 billion company now, so yeah, they can do stuff like that.
Well, I think with Treyarch though, the Black Ops storyline to me is my favorite, and I think what they did basically is just to have some fun with it. They're gonna bring in Marshawn Lynch just to have fun. I don't think it will affect the storyline at all. I think it's just one of those, hey, we have a big name coming in. He's just there to be endorsed, but the storyline overall at Treyarch has always been a really good one. So,
do you guys think they'll bring Nuketown back?
Oh, yeah, they're going to find a way. It's a staple in all the Treyarch.
I'm never even mad though. Like when they brought back Nuketown for Black Ops 2, I wasn't even angry.
I wasn't either.
Like Nuketown and Rust are the maps that I could care less if they bring back.
Bro.
Like if it's a pre-order bonus, but if they try to put it in like a map pack, then I don't know.
I think it was free with the pre-order.
Yeah, it was a pre-order bonus, but if they make me pay for that, I'm not gonna get it because it's a rage map.
I mean, with me, I just remember our game nights like back in Corrupt Gaming, and me just sitting beside the bus with the LMG target finder. Just
If you hold down the trigger,
do I?
you would hold down the
I
trigger.
did. I wouldn't leave the map. I wouldn't leave that area.
If somebody came up behind you, you just move on to the other area. Here you are.
And then the mannequins. I made quite a lot of friends with Denise and Courtney and all those little ladies there.
Yeah.
My pickup line worked incredible. So
you chopped off their head.
Hey, I didn't chop off their heads. I was talking to them. Other people would come up and chop their heads off for me.
You would cry.
But with that being said, let's move on to basically the developer side. And actually, a lot of these I'm seeing are from EA. We got top 3 games for both platforms. I see coming up is Star Wars Battlefront. And that could be interesting. I really hope that they pull off this in a good way. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, movie fan, so...
I mean, Battlefront, the games, like Battlefront 2 was amazing.
I loved it, dude. I loved it.
When they shut down the servers, I don't know if they reopened them, because people started buying the game when Battlefront got announced. And I don't know if they decided to reopen them or not, but when they shut down the servers on it, like, everybody stopped, they're like, fuck it, where's the next one? The game is just so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I want to... What I've seen a lot of good things. There's going to be huge battles. There's going to be battles on almost any planet that you want. I think there's not going to be TIE fighting, but there's going to be other sorts of spaceship fighting. I want to get on the those little Land Rovers, those little land bikes, and have that chase that they did with the Stormtroopers and Princess Leia and Luke. I want to reenact that. So I'm excited. I want to see what I want to become a Stormtrooper. To be honest with you, but
yeah, I'm excited. Those games. Oh, I used to play the shit out of those.
There's so many aspects of it. There's so many things you can pick. There's so many things that you can do. If you want like a 64-man battle royale on a planet for complete domination, you can have it. And that's what I like. I like the options to do things. I like the immersiveness that they're doing within the storyline. But also we have the 2 top sporting games is of course Madden 16 and FIFA 16. And
you already know nothing there is really gonna change. There might be like some different mechanics to like special teams this year, you know?
Yeah, and
they've been changing it up. Oh, well, now you can do different running moves.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
I can punt the ball differently this year. What's up?
I mean, me personally, I usually wait and alternate between the years of Madden and NCAA. But, of course, we all know the NCAA is no longer going to be carried out. So, yeah, Madden's going to be where I'm going to be at as far as football goes this year. Didn't get 15, but heard really, really good things as far as like what it did.
Oh yeah, the game's great.
I don't know. I don't know about FIFA. I mean,
my friend buys it every year. I'm like, why?
I mean, this year they have the women's option, women's soccer. I wonder if they're gonna
that's
have.
different.
I wonder if
Yeah,
they're
I
going.
might get it now. I like to say I'll look at cartoon ladies run around.
I mean, I don't know. I think they should have corruption mode on there where you can basically hand the president of FIFA like $1 billion and just do whatever the hell you want. But
and then it suddenly just turns into GTA.
yeah, basically, like it's soccer with guns,
Shaolin soccer, that'd be tight.
or like you could play as the character at one of the South America games where you're a policeman holding a riot shield, keeping the fans in the stands after their team loses. I am literally terrified of other countries in soccer because I've seen games where the fans become unraveled and it is scary.
Funny thing, actually, my brother used to serve beer at like the stadiums to make some money, and one of the things that he was doing is they had him do a soccer game. I think it was like 2 countries in like South America. I don't know which ones it were, but the way that they would tell you they would want another one is they just chuck the beer can at you and say, "Hey, can I get another one?" They wouldn't like just be like, "Hey, waiter," or whatever it is. They would literally throw things at you.
Yeah.
Those guys are terrifying.
All right. Next up, I don't know if you got.
But before we move on, I heard that Star Wars Battlefront won't have any space battles.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to hint at, the TIE Fighter and all that. There will be like ways to, I guess, navigate through space, but it won't be one of those
Probably
all out
loading screens, probably.
Yeah.
Does that include
what's
like
next?
Death Stars and stuff? Like, can we not like?
As far as I know, like space fighting, like with your spaceship, I don't think there's going to be any. I think it's just too big of a task to try to pull into this game.
It had like 40 years.
Yeah, but it's just, I think the developer has put so much towards the worlds and the ability to create things and just navigate.
Graphics.
Yeah, it's going to be a very pretty game. But
what you had next on the list?
I got last one I'm going to be talking about is Metal Gear Solid 5. And I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. Konami kind of scared me. They released in a press conference, they released basically saying that they see the mobile gaming being the future, and basically that basically sum it up shorthanded is that the consoles are basically obsolete compared to the mobile gaming industry.
Yeah, right.
And they want to earn money. So I was scared that they were just going to cancel Metal Gear Solid 5 like they did Silent Hills. And
I hope they don't. They're not going to cancel it. They already got a release date and everything.
Yeah. It might be one of the last games we see by Konami on consoles.
Have you guys ever bought a game on your phones?
No.
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, but
That's stupid.
well, you say that, but basically for phones, what they look at are the microtransactions. Because I play Candy Crush. That's basically the only game I play. But the
what?
Candy Crush.
Oh my god!
What year is this, Tommy?
Hey, get off my back. All right. But the availability of microtransactions in there, I personally have never made one. But I know my friend that's like, oh man, I don't even want to wait till my friends send me tickets to get to the next level. I'm just gonna buy for $5 the ability to play more. And I'm like, that is stupid. But I mean, people will spend money on things that they don't seem to be upset about. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. I actually believe Ground Zero is free right now for the PlayStation Plus. So it's basically the prequel to Metal Gear Solid 5. But I am excited to see an open world Metal Gear Solid. So, um, with that being said, that's going to wrap it up as far as both consoles, games for both consoles. But last, I'm going to talk very shortly on is like Nintendo used to be the big third person. Basically, they're like the little brother that never gets looked at and taken serious at E3 nowadays. Again, I think it's going to be that. Nintendo's just there because of tradition. Not to bash Nintendo, but it just hasn't brought something that is worth, taking serious. So, I don't know. I mean,
They got to do something this year.
yeah, either that or I think it's going downhill fast.
I think it already is.
Well,
Honestly.
It probably has for a while, but Nintendo's always found a way to hang in there. But with that being said, there's really not much coming into like E3. Like maybe it's just I'm not a Nintendo fan, like as far as the new Nintendo, but there's just not enough there that I see that's going to allow people to get hyped over. One aspect that they're bringing in that I think might start replacing Nintendo is PC gaming. And I've seen a lot of transitions from console players, from actually like old school PC players, and to the new age of PC gaming. I mean, Steam and a couple of the other marketplaces for games has allowed this to become like just that much bigger. And actually, I like I'm a big YouTube watcher, and all the like big name YouTube people have started to slowly transition from consoles to PC, just because of the vast variety of gaming on there, and the fact that Counter-Strike Go has become one of the biggest games on the online competitive side is awesome. I like watching it. I've never played, but I think I would like it. But again, the microtransactions in there are ridiculous, and I'm excited to see what PC gaming can do as far as the conference. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one and interesting one. But I don't know. Are any of you guys PC gamers or?
Nope.
I would really like to be, but I'm not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got a MacBook that's
It's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I got a MacBook that my wife lets me use for this stuff, and as we all know, Macs are not efficient as far as gaming PCs. But I mean, Cyber, unfortunately, he had to leave earlier, but he was one of the bigger guys in the PC gaming, as far as I know. Him and his roommate Nero. I know there for a while, Nero was all excited because he ordered a computer for gaming, and it cost him like $850, and that's not even like the top notch of gaming stuff. Yeah, that's not even top notch of gaming stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of scary to me. But yeah, that's going to be it. Basically, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Lasted a little longer than what was expected. But with that being said, we are all excited for E3. I'll let you guys talk about it a little bit more. My biggest two things is is EA's panel at E3, and I want to see what PlayStation really does as far as like exclusives. I mean, third party games are cool, but I want to see their exclusives.
get some more hardware this year. You never know.
Yeah. But as far as like a quick prediction as to who wins E3, it's going to be definitely Xbox One, just solely based on what they're bringing out to the fans already. What about you guys? What do you guys think? We just overall agreement that Xbox One's going to kill it this year.
I actually disagree with you on that one.
Whoa. Okay.
I think just between Uncharted 4 and Arkham Knight, I think PlayStation. I think the hype around those two games is just insane. Like I don't think anybody in this call really cares about Halo 5 anymore. Gears of War. Like, none of those games particularly interest me. But Uncharted 4 and Batman Arkham Knight, those two games are just amazing. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, for me, I know Rise of the Tomb Raider should take the show because the first one, or should I say the last one, was very good. I played through it twice. So, yeah, I've been definitely looking for Rise of the Tomb Raider for a while. Yeah, and I really hope they might show some more Xbox exclusives like Quantum Break. It was supposed to release this year, but I guess it got delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed again.
Yeah. That's one again. That's another exclusive I'm looking forward to. So I have no doubt they will show some more footage of that at the conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
those are my forward, or those two.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you listening. Appreciate if you hung in there this late. It's again, don't usually run this late, but when you have something so exciting as E3 coming up, you can't help but to have fun talking about it. And as we all say, when you're having fun, time flies. So, or time flies when you're having fun, whichever way you want to put it. With that being said, on behalf of Cyber Spartan and myself, I will say I appreciate you guys listening. And also, leave a like if you did, comment if you want, subscribe if you haven't. And check in the description below. I will have all the guys who participated in this podcast linked to their YouTube channels as well as their Twitter. So
follow me on Instagram.
Lakita still on that Instagram, guys.
Yeah, I just started, so yeah.
But with that being said, guys, I'm calling it a day. I am tired. I'm still sick, so I hope you guys are out there listening, having a great day. Hope you're, in good health. But I'm going to go take some cold medicine and pass out. Anything you guys want to add before we go?
Nope.
Follow Circa Esports on Twitter, @Circa Esports.
All right. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, I'm out. Have a good day.
All right.